The First World War wasn't just any old war, you know. Oh no, it was a testbed for a multitude of new inventions and ideas. The aeroplane, tanks, artillery, armoured vehicles. These weapons were like biological organisms in the evolutionary fight for supremacy. And the most powerful one of them all, propaganda, the art of mass mind control. They used not only on the enemy, but on their own people too. So without further ado, let's have a gander at some proper propaganda.
Right, just a little plug before we commence. If you're interested in World War I history, please check out my other videos on that subject. Okay, here's a set of recruitment posters that were issued by Wills in 1914 at the start of World War I. They are miniature versions of the full-size First World War propaganda posters. Okay, let's set the scene. At the end of the 19th century, the aristocracy, ruling elite, and even those who'd managed to rise up and become wealthy factory and mine owners off the back of the Industrial Revolution were losing their influence over the masses. Oh dear. Due to the democratisation of power that the Industrial Revolution was creating amongst ordinary people. Oh, this rings some bells, doesn't it? Thanks to rapid improvements in media, communication and transportation. Now the ruling elites, they were worried that the public might become discontent, oh God forbid, and rise up against them, and in some cases they did. However, the ruling elite realised that the very thing that was eroding their control over the public's minds could be tamed and used to manipulate the masses, and hence the modern form of propaganda was born. It was used most effectively during World War I by Britain, the US and their allies. Hundreds of thousands of people willingly sacrificed their lives to serve their respective countries. Prior to World War I, many large companies and powerful organisations did not take propaganda seriously. World War I raised the status of propaganda from the realms of the mystique, charlatans and dodgy backstreet salesmen to an effective tool in advertising and gaining public support, and would turn money companies into huge corporations that would conquer the world via relatively peaceful means. However, one failed artist, Adolf Hitler, understood the potential of propaganda and human psychology only too well. He would channel the anger and resentment felt by the German people following the Versailles Treaty and use it to propel himself into power. This shows how important it is to treat even the people of a defeated nation with respect and dignity following a war, if you are to dissipate and end the cycle of violence and retribution. Maybe, if they had done that, Hitler might have emigrated to America and opened a successful advertising agency instead of becoming an evil dictator. Who knows? Maybe this would indirectly have reduced the current problems in the Middle East. I noticed when reading about Walt Disney on Wikipedia, although you can only take that with a pinch of salt, especially if it's slightly political, that even he works on World War I propaganda. Adolf Hitler could have channeled his artistic talents in a more positive way by taking an alternative career as a famous cartoonist and made the world laugh instead of trying to wipe out a whole nation. If you'd like to find out more about this particular item or other such items, please feel free to pop by my website at creamofcards.com.
I'm afraid we've run out of time, but just before you go, please leave some stars below, and if you found it handy or even mildly entertaining, give me a high five. And if you'd like to see more amazing video clips like this, subscribe to the tribe by clicking on the yellow icon up in the sky.